sector ne no manti bibia important my again ye koyanim ye can bibi about the free SHS anyway. There's a point.
Over 9 billion I must spend on free SHS.
Yes, no, America. Anyway, me term now me use to. And in capitation grants, in school feeding, health insurance, and there's one more. The about 5.4 billion release for sector support, which is very good for us. Idea back on so san kaya obia ye and say one call for supplementary budget. A supplementary and I just or san be pay a kwan ye sika bebre or san ko piska akadie or either say ye impose new taxes or going for loans and co. Or say budget no the buy no ye be di ye sika ko homa bo sika no be fi enu amu ye go outside that. Especially informed very relieving because your election year. You say election years, your budget overruns. But this time, no, according to with the IMF engagement, no, you derail the progress made in the IMF, especially with the implementation of the PCPEG policies and co. And also very progressive in our engagement. The social protection policies and programs. LEAP, LEAP, the LEAP beneficiaries were about 212,790 something. They say they are getting close to about 350,000 beneficiaries, and the amount has moved from 64 to about 330 cedis per beneficiary and all that. And there's improvement. Budget, figures now. Nanka amafo enya for LEAP na it's gone up. I'm saying in your second round I'll give you those figures. Those are some things that I made there say these things will be a bimuka say now they were expecting saying you be taxes ni be normal, but as me feel say among person we fair but the issue is your crisis time. I think you recover from these crisis moments. The indicators are showing positive gradually. Then the revenue gaps there will be problem. Speaker, another major issue.
Your presidential aspirant is promising to take it off from 2025.
To take what off?
I mean, e-levy. Also, will be here for you.
Yeah, and I said, so I mean, from 2025. Say your recovery time.
The 2025 budget will be ready in November this year.
Yes, but it will not be implemented in November this year. So that's the difference.
Implementation, say by January 2025.
Yes.
So the question is, what time will you have to reverse it? Unless next year, same time.
No, no. November of this year, there will be just a minimal presentation of the budget to cover up to March of 2025. The new government will present their budget in March of 2025. And the ready in November is just a minimal budget from January to March. That's what they will present. And the presidency, the government, the finance minister by a presentation of budget in either close of March or early April. That is what it is. And then another key point, and so a successful negotiation with the IPP, Independent Power Producers, of saving about $6.6 billion in the renegotiation deal. 5 of them successfully negotiated. Early Power, Senate Power, AXA and others, and the Aka Asogli, Sonon Asogli, and then Car Power. But negotiation is still ongoing. And also, nature say there'll be consistency in the power flow because there's that assurance when the time is due. And ECG is also been tasked to increase their collection revenue collection capacity. And also ABB the IPP negotiation are successful. Until media me feel say good. We were saving some way cuts of revenue expenditure cut of about 7 billion. It's been in this budget. So we and all can say we are cutting our operating within our expenditure limits. So and no austere measures now the top one no can be and yet me meet all the QPCs quantitative performance criteria IMF ne agree right honorable speaker and our budget ne there me feel say straight to the point and a free SHS is so over almost 10 billion committed to it. It tells you say you're committed to the social policy implementation for the ordinary Ghanaian, which is very good. Maakye stabilized stabilization of the CD, yes, against the dollar relatively in this period, which is something yes, another last one I met touch on me feel say a very important SME which is SME goal. 8.2 billion Ghana cedis to support SMEs. Men can be very good because we and to say last time now ebimuka say GEA Ghana Enterprise Agency said the man on the table so okay allegations no where it is supporting the small enterprises and you say
but are we really seeing the effect because
yes
and Yankee I mean as part of the COVID recovery program.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Disbursed a lot of funds to small and medium.
That one was about 600 million cedis.
Yes. But the question is that is it truly reflected?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's to oil
where are those enterprises?
Oh, that's small businesses. In fact, data shows about 92% of I think all businesses are in the small micro environments. So that's it. And then I think about 7. I have the data. I'm checking media, and it tells you how fluid that arena is. Say there'll be problem. Into African Development Bank am about $400 million for that, which is equivalent of about 6 billion, and the government of Ghana is supplementing with about 700 million cedis, and there's another entity that is giving about $45 million to augment. So we have the 8.2 billion, and they will get one district, one factory category for they will be getting between 1 million and 5 million. There's a category that is involved in capital expenditure investment, or moving about 20 million or more. Then the small ones will be getting this 1 million and co. Yeah, from individuals, please. No individual will get it. You put in your business proposal, and then there's a technical team on assess. Then the team you get the release to do your business. So that's a forward-looking to ingest liquidity into the system. Last one, zero financing. So far, you're on course. Bank of Ghana is not financing any government project.
Yes, we'll come to that aspect because Bank of Ghana, the release of a new policy and Crawford started a Hong Kong. This one says that, good morning, Mr. Speaker. The NDC and Honorable Ebu Ramadan should bow their heads in shame, destroying your opponent's posters because she is doing what you couldn't do, and sitting as a sitting MP for the good people of Adenta is unwarranted. God will bless the NPP candidate. They should desist from removing posters within the Adenta constituency.
My boss, okay. Abu Ramadan, Ahmed Ramadan was a day. Candidate.
Sensing that one. Thank you. This one says that, Speaker, this budget is nothing good, has nothing good to offer Ghanaians. It's bogus. My name is Homeboy from Asaman Kessben constituency. Homeboy, thank you for a message, What's a bogus budget? Good morning, Speaker. My name is Obi Ahoma, watching you live from Dadewa Fashion Center in Konongo Zongo. I like your show. Keep it up. Thank you. Dada say any message, Konongo Zongo for Yachiamunyana. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please kindly ask the NPP man, when will we, the NAPCO beneficiaries, receive our arrears. All this while the government has been lying to us to be paying our arrears, but yet nothing has been paid into our coffers. Thank you for a message. Mamin kind final one na memra the Honorable Ashama. So we say, good morning, Speaker. Can the next government sue Amwakwata for causing financial loss to the state? Collins, anyway, for Asante Bekwai, Anna Ebaye, causing financial loss to the state because we collapse toll booth, for the past almost 2 years, yanyi tolls that, and yet the government is bringing it back from 2025. Honorable, my member was so not mean to you.
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable.
What to say?
I don't know where.
Make sure menu. Mr. Ebo and Mr. AC and Honorable AC, which shall be. Mr. Speaker,
Honorable,
no Parliament, yesterday I said a can budget. Now can afford that to budget be added. Asempa budget 2017. Ejumapa budget 2018.
Yeah, I remember.
Mpuntu budget 2019. Nkoswo budget 2020. Obatampa budget 2021. Ajinkwa budget. Mr. Speaker, how do you? Ajinkwa budget 2022. Nkabo budget 2023. Including Inti as in Bizani said, Inti Ninani. On mine, ye dear Shemonsa. You've campaigned for you to be voted for. The people voted for you. Semon Sheso. Na aha nswe ana comparison ni se. Abaya otiso amuye campaign en famamu. Mudini records edi e campaign enye e car every Kwame Nkrumah mreso e bedru sa abanso His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 2016 e 120 billion Ghana cedis e 120 inti se di impuntuo juma inkunim enande yeka e 742 billion inkunim die no wo nkunimdie no ewo he in the MPP4 any of ministers sa ka kire se e ka ye di no ya pia to nchen enye so mu di a che ye o ya pia to nchen for 2026 no ansa na e be shase atua from 2023 24 ya ntua 25 ya ntua 2026 na e be tua inti utisa eye juma na eda enim ana eye nije na eda enim e cow yentia but they say everything is good just look at these debt levels why free man you be getting another alone in borrowing 622 billion at least ye perceive monumental projects. You see the MPP people's be on bebuba denu omu say dakrata so. Yes, dakrata so. Fine. In my region, Oti region, omu bo say Banda area. Oma to asasi 950 acres. Oma to akwaya ko. Enu no mu yes say 4 months are move free abaim. This is when you are working that. So how did you create how did you nurture the economy? Do you get it? How did you nurture the economy? Meanwhile, no, if you look at the revenues that come to Nanado's government, is 1.1 trillion Ghana cedis. These 8 years. And no neighbor Nanado. He who much is given, what is expected? Much is expected. Who can share at Tamas? Any Mahama timer, Sika revenue about Munchen, 271 billion. That is what they have gotten. Into Sene, yeah, 271 billion. To me, Trenia. sikano eye no. Why won't I demand more from somebody who have taken 1.1 trillion? Why won't I demand? In Kessben, University of Ghana Medical Center, SSA by now, no omuma even 10 of that type. Because you've gotten 1.1 trillion.
Kessben 92.9.
Say KJTL marketer, we should be able to even cover the major marketing centers. Why is it that you didn't build one? How many hospitals have been completed? Moi jisikano. Ena moi ye jumanu ti say the moti anketinkiti apitia go ho. Is it not surprising? Say MPP and share hospital biasi amana we and there workers say ye juma with 1.1 trillion. Is it not surprising?
But they are telling you Agenda 111 is on course.
Mina, me say, me cry me mom say if they are able to finish 10 in this 4 months, make Jai campaign. If they are able to, because look,
if the NPP is able
should,
to commission
even grant may reduce it about 5. Me my 10 may reduce it. Look, that project, and your party headquarters now, parliament. So you've borrowed money for the structure. You have to borrow money for the equipment. Have they borrowed? Have they sent any this thing for the equipment for the hospitals? Have they? Adentina minister ambosundra say equipment I be fix you agenda 111 ya bon hubusia no eba. We have gestation period for every project. We have gestation period. Inti MPP for no ejuma ben kra no ma ba beye. If you're telling me leap and all this is what we told you that when you go to IMF, you only go to intervention. You only can do only social interventions. They are not going to finance you for any capital project. They will not do that. So when you tell me the leap, yes, that is okay. That is okay. But what about the capital projects? Yeah. In this Okachem said, CD and then has stabilized. Yeah, untria uka udio bika untria. What fiantu nchen? Me wa uji revenue. Unga James are stabilize. A kada ho ma minuma. Yankasa ni yema eni nana. That is what they have done to this economy. And they are living in 4 months. So omudi die na ejaye. Die na MPP are buying edi jaye. With this money that they have taken. What are they leaving for us? Eka, DDP, bondholders, Eka, Ebinwe Wu. Tell me the government that did DDP in the Fourth Republic. A very bad economic management. Say, exchange rate. How come that you see the air depreciated that? How come that the inflation has gone up? Addis are printing in 2 years 77 billion to Nanado's government. Once he was printing that money, Atu Kaye, Haruna Kaye, Adongo Kaye, Aveji Kaye, MPP for say Omubwa. As at that time, they gathered the intelligence. Say Addison was printing money to Nanado. They say the NDC was telling lies. Our leadership. Now 2 years time, and Addis Abeka say we printing 77 billion. And that was the very time our inflation has shot up to 54%. What type of economic management is this? What type is it? So today, if your inflation is around 24, and now loan, who exchange also before you pay? Ghana is not a dollarized economy. Dollar is a convertible currency. Inti obia or Tony there in toes. Obia or Tony in Katienu. He doesn't use or she doesn't use a dollar to exchange for the granite. No. So the job for any government is to manage our economy in city terms. In the one I catch you say, one will say in there, they are not going much for the dollars or they can't get it because you are sad. But go and check the treasury bills at the bank. Every week, one will say as a Ghana shoot from 630 something, now we are in 742. The treasury bills, that is the only nose window. So every week they go to the banks to take the treasury bills. And You are going to pay.
Kessben 92.
So this has been a very abysmal government in the Fourth Republic. Ekankwa. Taxes in kwa. Enomudi jaye.
But at least he did not introduce a new tax under the media review.
Have you seen any government going for election introducing new taxes? Tell me. Have you seen any government? Even this is the time Ghanaians must enjoy largesse. Largesse.
Was it an election year?
Yes, this is the time. The development. How many? Listen to my word very well. How many projects have been commissioned? This is the time. Mahama commission Juma MPP for crowd is or commission dodo.
And that's what more commission.
And I said, listen to me. Do you know the reason I said listen to me?
Yeah.
I say, how many? That's why I said, listen to me. I know this question will come from you.
Because they've commissioned your friend is saying Formina, right? The hospital. Last week they've commissioned a 31 housing unit for the police administration. I mean, they are still on course.
With 1.1 trillion. These are the questions you should be asking. Let us put the figures there. The projects they are commissioning, take the figures. With 1.1 trillion, go and see Rich Hospital.
Phase 2 number.
Omo de car park. Workers no the car park. The phase 2 no omo de assassino at before they came to office. From 2017, omo to me and see. Why? Mahama uses less than 1 year. Eddie Pedja that part of Rich Hospital. I was in Parliament. So when you look at these figures, omu kwasosono na eyeya pa. How are they living the business people? They complain during Mahama time. The businesses were closing. Are they not folding today? Aboso Camp people, are they not complaining? The cement, one will say that even the Minister of Trade handled the cement problem. The problem is not the manufacturer. You couldn't manage the city well. And so you have to take a lot of CD to change the dollar to buy the clinker. And so if you are buying the clinker in dollar terms, what will happen? Once your exchange rate is so bad. So bad. You take 15 to 16 CDs to get $1 American. A very disgraceful government. Or a boy a car.
Very well. Honorable, may I say thank you for your submission. No, Capito Ewo Goso Menshia. Or say, in fact, per the population of Ghana now shows clearly we are moving forward backwards. Never again. Let's continue to support and vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the NPP come December 7th. Thank you for your message. You know, Mamin Kaiwe, we say good morning, Mr. Speaker. Kindly tell the NDC man to stop. Okay, I'll not use that word. And study the media budget well. Ghana will surely bounce back under the NPP. Dominic Ewo a year in the Eastern region. He sent in that one. He is not beating about the bush. Dominic, you can make your point without insulting. I'm Sam Makito from Sehi. The economy is full of debt. You say the economy is full of debt and hardship. Let all vote Ekuyadonko to stabilize the economy. Thank you for your message. You know, this one says, "Good morning, Speaker. Can you please ask the NDC man whether he has ceased to be a member of Parliament or was asleep in Parliament when things were happening under their regime? He is no longer a member of Parliament. He's a former member of Parliament." Good morning, Mr. Speaker. NPP don't have anything better for we Ghanaians, so it's time for us to vote against them. Francis is sending me that one from Somenya. Francis, thank you. Somenya for Aropeya Chiamunina in the Eastern region. This one says that my name is Inusa from Boko. The NPP have nothing to offer Ghanaians anymore. They should just give us a break. Nothing good is coming out of Dr. Bawumia. He keeps promising. How can you buy phones and be paying 1 Ghana cedis on monthly basis? Mr. Speaker, good morning. Please, I will humbly appeal to you respectfully that we are in a very crucial general election in December. So you must always call the right people for the interview, not those who will pour petrol into the already divided nation. Joseph Tano, you sent in that one. Joseph, okay, thank you. Marimbra, Ebo should not maintain. Ebo, Marimbra should not maintain.
Speaker, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Edika Maminchi, Mr. Lanchamanton, Ghana's first independent president to be. And in the Hokafu, Mama Pat. Naminche Madame for be pa Philip Opokwajima. Juma Power body support Mr. Lanchamanton. Philip Nyaminshira for Juma Power yet. All the nice designs you see. Billboards in Philip is the one behind it. He's doing marvelous work for Mr. Lanchamanton. Mr. Speaker, it's difficult even to know where to start from. But you see, my more background. You see, there's a country called Ghana. 33 million people, approximately. Now, this country called Ghana is the leading producer of gold in Africa. In the world, it is the seventh. You know, you have 195 countries in the world and 54 countries in Africa. So it's the number one producer of gold in Africa, seventh in the world. Number two producer of cocoa in Africa, number two in the world. This country called Ghana. Bauxite, this country is number 3 in Africa, number 11th in the world. Manganese, this country is 3rd in Africa and 5th in the world. This country produces oil, 2nd in West Africa, 9th in Africa. This country produces salts, 2nd in Africa, salt. In fact, Ghana, Guinea, Senegal produce about 98% of African salt. So, and salt, you know, importance of salt. Yeah, in the industrial salt, for example. I mean, diamond, we are part of the 15 major countries producing diamonds in diamond in Africa. I'm saying this to say that this is a country we are in. So blessed. I'm just giving you a picture. So that, so we can say, why ABBA, you need to juxtapose what the person has done, you know, with how blessed we are in terms of resources. So if you have all these resources, yet you are poor, then there's something wrong. Certainly there's something wrong. I've said it there. I'm here to see an European country or even 50% of what we have in terms of resources. We have the human resource, we have the natural resource, we have the marine resource. I mean, everything we have, yet we are poor. So certainly there's something wrong. That is where we need to start from. So it is not about what the politicians say. It's about what we have and the potential are politicians who want to umber out. That is what is important. But with respect to the budget, you know, yesterday, I'm happy you said you listened to me. You see, my argument has always been there. And then I started the read budget. I remember Dr. Kosiboche the time, so we read the budget. Nagana Funina Kosiboche read budget. Then Obia Pado could say, because Opodo would say budget, no who there. What do I have in the budget?
And those were the times I need regulating Yama price.
Yes, so Obia, so anytime a budget, we'll read the budget, Biano. Obiano would say no, Opodo would say Bibia, Obaman good news. And yet, just for the sake of it, we read the budget, keke. That you are pleased there, the budget is good. Economy, when you manage an economy, the benefits, the outcome of the management, you know, is what is important. It's not just about managing an economy, coming to talk about GDP and all that. What matters is that after talking all the talk, making all the noise, talking all the talks, what is important is that how does it affect the common or ordinary man on the street? That is the budget, because to the ordinary person, no, your salary. So, or 1 month or 1 month salary. So he spends his money within the month. The question is, per the budget and per the way I manage the economy over the years, you know, ordinary Ghanaian, a teacher, a nurse, a doctor, the police officer, the military officer, all get a salary now, or make savings. Odo to no odi investment be for the future now. That these are the critical questions. Now, businessman, ni business na already otum bobusa at a cheaper interest rate. Or they expand in the business. More profit. These are the critical questions. So it's not just about reading the budget. But if you look at all the things the minister said, yesterday I was so sad. I'm telling you. I was sad because I was thinking, so we have all these as a nation. Ya bobusa babamende ya kwa omoche India a good news.
You need to measure for
for that. So the question is, what have you done wronger? All these years, you are still struggling, a nation full of promise. The paradox is a nation so rich, yet so poor. It's all about leadership problem. Leadership problem. Look at the macroeconomic environment, for example. Yesterday, I was making a point, and I will make a point here. Because of the nature of how the Africa economy is structured now, because of Africa Continental Free Trade Area, ABEI. In Ghana, I can easily go to South Africa to sell. I can easily go to Nigeria to sell. I can easily go to Ivory Coast to sell. So my competitors are not only those in Ghana. Somebody from Ivory Coast can also come and sell in my country. So you realize that cost of production, cost of doing business is so important. Because if I can be competitive on the international market out there, then my cost of business, cost of doing business, my cost of production should be very low. And what determines the cost of production? If you take the macroeconomic environment, the indicators, inflation. Yes, FA inflation, FA interest rate, FA exchange rate, FA taxes. That means I'm a businessman. Currently, in macroeconomic environment, I mean, Mr. Speaker, you know, I'm talking. But today, my brother say now the stabilization of the Ghana cedi.
Exactly.
This year, January, it was 11.9. January, it was 11.9. Almost 12. So if January to this time, now it is moving 15.5, 15.6 thereabout. Certainly there's something wrong. And this is at the back of the fact that one example, external coupons, you are not paying your debt. Even internal debt, you are not paying that much. And so if you are not paying your external debt, external and internal debt that much, let's say, we see the depreciator, then there's a problem. All these problems, the most important thing is, what is the way forward? NDC can make the argument, MPP can make the argument. The question is, what is the way forward?
For this country.
For this country. So far, MPP, apart from budget already, which doesn't contain any hope for the future, they have not offered BBI and Tuwa or Chede Damazi as that Tuwa, Obama Ghana, Wasisen, because we need to transform this economy. We need to change the structure of the economy completely. Because you can't be doing the same thing and expect to get different results. That is why Yako IMF 17 times as a nation. So the question is, what is the way forward? Waka 4 months, almost 4 months to an election. MPP in far one manifesto. I'm not even talking about plan, just a manifesto, which is full of promises. They are not even able to promise us, probably because.
So, but they are telling you, sir, Dr. Bawumia has given out a 33-point policy. I mean, or call UPSA, so he gave you more than 70 policies, sir. Not promising. Dr. Bawumia is telling you a lot of things. I mean, Obama flat rate port, okay? Obama, your friend is a tax holiday. Arrears and he's going to give you on a holiday. I started, okay, on the amnesty level. No, now I feel you started everything on a fresh note. Dr. Bawumia is telling you, sir, Obe build a credit based. I mean, system one Ghana Nibia bit me as a credit or the mining bank, Ebeba Minerals Bank. I mean, a lot of issues, Dr. Bawumia Eboboso. So these are some of the major policies.
Mr. Speaker.
And I know, sir, you see Becca Bibra.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker. Before assembly worker, what is say any about Faber Nam Ehu? Na say as a Sien. Na so any mon comudu ha magic. Na say Idru on Sanja. Na say os other pap baby kono Nikwane and Yawa. Next time a catch and there. Oh, just you am na mudu on Maja, about one of Baja. On June Zida. In some Mr. Dr. Baumia promises I will make in this country. Some of them for can or wrestle. Okay, this particular one. As in there, I will digitize school feeding. Okay, we're an wrestle. As we speak. In fact, okay, in 2 months' time, we will digitize school feeding. The process, everything, paperwork, everything has been done. And he was laughing. School feeding, as is school feeding mean digitized. I mean, I talk about Obia, if you Cape Coast, make a last time. Or begin at UCC. Okay, Cape Coast for there. People of Cape Coast, we are building your airport and your harbor for you. Can you imagine? If you Cape Coast, come here there, harbor and airport to Cape Coast. So when people like that talk,
now we see for Mama.
Yes, but when people like that talk, Mr. Speaker, much time on endorse with them.
Oh, then Mama over 12 minutes.
Oh, okay. So now no time no move fast. I say if so beat them no kasa. Mr. Anchamante is not just talking. Unlike NDC MPP, they are talking so far. Obi Amfani manifesto mbe. Mr. Anchamante has put together a plan to restructure Ghana's economy, to transform this economy. He's talking about transformation. Do you know that Mr. Anchamante, when he was a con student at Legon, project work or yeah? Do you know the title? Restructuring of Ghana's economy. Even in the 70s, when he was a student at Legon, at that time, he saw something wrong with Ghana's economy. So he proffered solutions.
Very well. Medas, Uncle, thank you for submission. No, I'll come back to you now. Metier Mubiem, Mammy Fast and be Emma, a Mascon Estate Ghana Limited, and I'll pay one more Daroman Pacho, Mascon for air ton sassy. Now, 1 month sassy, 1 more tono, any dear quite so Mansuchi Bia, anyhow. The Duroning no, ewo chopoli, won't cry her, and tis a wood man pay now wope assassin for commercial purposes. Would it be a business? Would it be a filling station? Would it see school, event center, Pacho? What the assassin no biano, a Mascon Estate Ghana Limited for Ebe Malbi in large acres, and anopay the length of a year assassia we hear biano. When you want more any combo, a fair pay for private development, we see one casa ofie, and I'll speak to them. One more bebwao, ama won sa etime akasa say ewon kraha. Na the omo ye say one more starting on the 18th of June, one more kwa see the 9th of August, one more at the special promotion at the aba say and you know, moon form groups. Ejuma bi a woye bia just form a group with o counterpart and as o partners a woni omo eye ejuma no na momra mo namfofo no mo ne omo enye group na momra na mo meji asase and develop mo ankasa mo community enti mo ye journalist mo betimi aka mo ho abom aba military officers, police officers, a ban of fire service, customs, immigration and a prison service. War service in the mubia no mubetimi aba bejensase na afi motimi develop mo community na and DJ Semne says mo for me group na moba instead of 18,000 as say wutua no wo mo be mo why advance payment of 3,000 Ghana cedis na afi wo mo amount a hoping 12 months na wo de atua de aka ni nyina no enkakra and pay umpe we na wo pede speak to them. One plot 70 by 100, half plot you know 100 by 35. Opo mochira kwaya wo mo was Pinterest Road ne so ewo enkran ha wo mo ewo eye community 18 junction wo mo any allied filling station no edi enhwani man pay speak to them na wo mo ebeje wo so pa 0553 840646 0553 840646 and after 0553 838730 na wone e must for any enkomo anopay na wo mo ebeje so ama won so wonsa etimi aka asase papa ma memfa asedane be my best brain publication for na pay wo mo adaroma mpacho wo mo atro books papa ediaba errors enim wo mo enam eye naka curriculum no so ana atro textbook si ediaba at all levels from the nursery level ekwa kosi senior high school subject ahodo amofra no esua ewo school mu nyina no best brain publication for atro textbooks ediaba se open mathematics social studies RME and open creative art art open award our people creative skill writing ni nyinaa no mpacho best brain for actual textbooks e dia ba open workbook a ebeboa ma oba no solve past questions ebeboa assist no with the exams ahodo a watch nyinaa no a anope mpacho best brain for books and say we use so now on top of it one more add the pen drive attach it to the books and one more video images and a photographs are oba no ekai bibi na wontiase a ohwa ebetimi aboa no amane ntiase ye pa bookshops ni nyina no eton best brain publication for textbooks and pay for one more on 0507 200 0507 200 and after 0241 520-946 na wone best brain any enkomo anopay na womo ebeje wo so Emma's Global Link Limited for Bano akwenti ho nhyehyɛ akwenti ho komo akwenti ho nsembia Emma's Global Link Limited for edi obetupa anopay se wo tie na wo ye student ya obetina ba no akoto wadisua so ewo speak to Emma's Global Link Limited for anopay wo beje so ahwe aboa wo ye and which no mpacho wo tie me wo ye professional person wo ye teacher wo ye nurse and adwuma bi a wo ye bia wo nyaaya nka betina me no ne no wato adwuma so enye sika behwe fie no anopay Emma's Global Link Limited for some control say wo mo aye krado pa say wo mo be ye nhyehyɛ ni nyina no e de ama the teach you eba ne say ye nye visa ma de a wo mo ye number 1 the more person more for tourism purposes, more for sightseeing. I pay speak to Emma's Global Link Limited. One more bench sharing in an Edia. Say, oh, Kumasi, I will share and I will cheer and pay. But your class of labor, one is Senate office and didn't share anymore. And what you want to cry hard about, Wager Castle and Main Road, quite cross junction. The whole and I will be home. Emma's Global Link Limited. For one more on 0504. 203401 0504 203401 and after 0535 502499 na one MX for any enkomo anopay na one more ebeje wo so ye pa achoba be mbra bedwa for no so na as my man 2 minutes just on rebuttals na afa yemra the substantive one on the issues also on the campaign trail. People are saying, say Dr. Bawumia credit policy war promise no any wakoka phone wasema and no na air trend. Is it maminchi on the rebuttals on the budget?
No, for the records, inflation here 22.8%. The toss will be Abokubi Hospital started from the ground to the end, operational and Ga East Hospital. There are other hospitals, baby. Obibeja politics because agenda 111.
And if a COVID center, no, is it Ga West, Anna?
COVID meaning baby.
Ga East,
Ga East, a new one. You know, you buy Ahmad Sorugo. Or so no per land or Madina baby bechi almost ye enjoy no so bois and Abokobi
was already there.
No, Abokobi. New place, new.
And a East Hospital.
No, and only guys, the Abokobi guys.
No, I'm just confusing because
no, send the other one away. East Hospital.
George, what I'm asking,
started and completed under this government.
What I'm asking is that COVID by, you know, it was used as a center.
Okay, possible.
When was it started and when was it completed?
And I see about office 2017.
But I'm just asking.
So it was started and completed under this government. Go and verify. Amadu Sorogo Atna program, so he admitted. Say, or no crack on your pass, I say no my then I'm suing you. The answer, yes, see, every year operational. The toss will be 13 vehicle assembly plants. Ghana. I produce about 4,700 vehicles a year.
Thanks to Mr. Lenchaman.
What I mean by hustle, because the Okayana me job, but me know about the tackle or 4,700 vehicles are assembled a year. Business I 1 trillion with the idea. Yeah, but turn with the idea, pa. Yanko, the account, Maka inflation, me wa. Economists were, in the structure of our economy, and what can say even the 70s will be a year. That is true. In fact, Alan Chematin, I'll commend him. There was a program B Empretech,
Empretech, yeah.
It trained a lot of entrepreneurs, young in the skilled metal engineering arena. It was Cape Coast, Flowers Gate School, gratis on that gratis program. These are part of the structural changes. By way, the one district, one factory, about 169 of them, 211 in the offing. And again, you see, your cash structure, no, so Honorable Buckman will agree. Professor Anamoa Saka Baby, or say the ratio of the postgraduate trained brains, especially PhD and above, in any economy has a correlation with the development rate. Nipadodo abo humanima kodu PhD nimuno. So in fact, international standard is about 40%. But yeah, I'm saying I'm 13% do say the entire way into a bio till Netherlands. They can say Netherlands passport here saying PhD. No, yeah. Again, speaker. Oh, documented that many no.
Yes.
Ebi ya no mo can say away. Yeah. Bechem to Techimentia to Akumadan Road. Corner first class road. Onko Yendi Tamale to Yendi Koko Road edaho. Onu ani former chairman of Oswampofu ni Chrome Begro. Onko Osiem to Begro a kwanya dahonum. Koko Asimfosu through Omayi to all the way to Chifu Praso. In fact, no any MP for Chifu Praso Vondi wabo Nanado Abaso. So why yet ne kwine in the bridge be amano heavy. And interchanges, over 13 interchanges completed along international airports. Whole airport no cohesen any at ye buy no cohesen yet. In terms of infrastructure and the use of the resources needed are beyond 2 years as far as capital expenditure investment is concerned. And police no video and kwa benya no so 1,080 housing units for the security services alone. And some at the private sector. Me no can say any private partner to complete Saglame and to complete Adenta. There's housing will be an omejawo honum. Your policies in the next 4 months, ongoing projects. Kofodia affordable housing, Kufuadiano, we're going to complete them.
Very well.
No need
Alan,
what they are,
Mamen Kaiwe ansana baba honorable Ashama. So Mamen Kaiwe, this is a graphic online publication. Yes, but you see here, graphic online publication 2019, and this is the heading: Ga East Hospital inaugurated. President Akufo-Addo yesterday inaugurated the Ga East Municipal Hospital. Tobas. Mamen Kaiwe had hospital at Kwabenya in the Greater Accra region. The $41 million 100-bed facility, which is a techie project, is the second to be completed out of the 9 Ghana hospital projects initiated in 2008. The facility, which sits on a 135,000 square meter land, will serve the communities including Kwabenya, Madina, Achimota, Dome, Adenta, Bokobi, and its environs. And so this is the details. I mean, it is something that started in 2008.
So, looking at our economy today, Sanya Minya Ebisan, the 24-hour economy propounded by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, Ebetrese, having taken a critical look at our debt, having taken a critical look at our trade environment, our Ghana are import dependent. There should be a program that will reduce taking of so much dollar loans and then ensuring that we have import or no export substitution or import substitution in terms of rice production and other things are ebema say yes sa enko bobus and ye change dollars sa masidi ni ho akire no. And that is what we are talking about, to resolve this problem. Because the more we produce, the more we put the youth away university, the more we put them into the field of work. Na na and that is what the NDC is coming to do. Na niesa wo mkrani say aba adwen say anana na moto be say enye de bia na ebe kwa akobo busia ho ese say yembua ekuafo no mo produce things that we can even export ourselves. 3 days ago my say MPA boss say we are exporting petroleum products. Okay. What about the agricultural side? What are we doing much, even if we will not export, to reduce the importation of rice into this country, to reduce importation of chicken into this country, to reduce the importation of beef into this country? That is what we are asking. That is what we are asking. So the person who is bringing this idea for everybody, we are moving from agriculture to production and industrialization. Mr. Speaker, many times MPP focus on whatever we do in this country, we must anyway the amount. You share a buy on my banana, a choir on my tra, compiled by Honorable Ajay Mensah, the former Deputy Minister for Roads, and now the ranking member for Roads. Ebechro say, number 1, Aya Rollins. The figures are there. Number 2, Aya Thomas and Mahama. Number 3, Aya Mampenyi Kufo. Nananado with 1.2. Oh, there I can quote. Let me give you the figures.
This is the official parliamentary document.
No, this is not parliamentary document. This is what Amakwata went and printed himself. No, SONA is not what Parliament has done. SONA is what the minister has prepared and gave to the president to go and read. Didn't you hear, Ghanaians? Even Parliament was questioning Amakwata to come. Let me give you my figures. Let me give you. Oh, they have challenged. You didn't listen. You didn't listen. They have challenged. So President J.J. Rawlings, from 1993 to 2000, stands tall in terms of roads construction, having constructed a total of 18,965 kilometers of roads. These are parliamentary records through the budgets. That is where you can get them. Ajay Mensah is still there, and I can give it to you so that you call him to find out for his record. Then followed by his Excellence Atamils Muhammad, 2009 to 2016, who together constructed a total of 15,508.22 kilometers. Then you move on. Mills did 7,390 kilometers, and President Mahama did 8,118 kilometers. The third is J.A. Kufuor, 2001 to 2008. Is third, having constructed a total of 13,912 kilometers. Then come President Akufo-Addo. President Akufo-Addo, 2017 to 2023, is the least performing president, having constructed a total of 6,977 kilometers. So these are the records. His number is here. You can call him. It is not about Green Book. Whatever we do in this country goes through the budget.
This parliament.
Do you get it right? This goes through the budget. And so when the person picks the budget, please let me make my submission. Let me make my submission. No. Let us be the
parliamentary document.
No. This document I'm seeing can never be parliamentary. I've been in parliament. Parliament has never printed any document like this. So whatever you want in this country, you pick it from the budget statement, because that is where we appropriate monies to various projects that we have. So this is what is coming from the parliament and the budget statement from the year 1993. So when MPP people, that's why we are asking them about the project that they are talking about, that they have done. Because yes, 1.1 trillion is not mean money, but there is hope coming. The hope that is coming is 24-hour economy to support even the women, to ensure that they get loans, soft loans, to continue their business. Look at even those who are selling eggs, granules, bread on the road. The toll booth where they are selling. Where is it today? Is it not now that they are saying that they are bringing it back? So somebody went to take a small loan to sell this. You stop it. So MPP have just come to collapse the businesses of this country. The banks that you are talking about. You saw Papa Kwesindum with Mahama. Mm-hmm. Yes, why did he go there? The person who is having over 300 small banks open in the country to support Ghanaians. You took his license. Up to now, if you say he has stolen the state money, Papa Kwesindum is still walking around. What is happening? He said the government have given money to contractors. So pay the contractors and the contractors will pay me and I'll square everything up. Did the government do that? The most wicked government we've ever had. And that is why after crumbling all the financial sector, what do you have to do again? We borrowed so much, but we cannot pay. And so this is where we find ourselves. The 24-hour economy from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC is going to be the game changer for this country.
Very well. May I say 55 after 8.
Mr. Speaker, you know our Wednesday issues.
Yes, I understand. And permission is granted to you. I'm grateful, Honorable, for coming. Nyame and Shao. Mamin Kaiwe, Joseph Tano is sending me this one. I say, Speaker, good morning. They said that wonder shall never end. And because they are the Afro-Franto man in your studio is speaking against Dr. Bawumia, all because of power. I rest my case. Joseph Tando dia bro. No. Joseph, thank you. Mamin Kaiwe, or say, Mr. Speaker. This one says that, good morning, Mr. Speaker. NPP member are telling us that inflation is 22 points, something, but 22.8, right? But the goods and services and building materials are always increasing in prices. So how does it affect the layman on the street? I'm here because I don't understand the time inflation where 54 point something goods and services were very low. Abdullah, thank you for a message. I would pay. Alhaji Sedu Haruna, thank you for a message. This one says that, good morning, Speaker. Please, the NPP man is lying that Chifopraso to Asinfosu Road is faced. Come and see how destruction has caused that road. It is now not motorable. I'm Joseph, currently in Chifopraso. Joseph, you sent in that one. Thank you. Good morning, Speaker. I'm Emmanuel from Ebuakwa. NPP government launched planting for food and jobs, but now inflation on food is nothing not to talk about, anything to talk about. Thank you for your message. Good morning, Speaker. Ghana is not for NPP. Please, Dr. Bawumia can't help us. You people have caused an accident already in your saying. We should give you the steer, but you cannot drive us on a very fruitful journey. This is something we cannot deal with. Father took his anyway at the Abba. Father, thank you for a message. The NDC, this one says that the NDC is not coming to power again because Ghana don't have short memories. As former president put it, Sophia from Kumasi, Meduma. Sophia, a very good morning to you. Thank you for a message. I'll say this is faculty from Volta region. I really like the statement the man made. What is the way forward for Ghana? The mere rhetorics is what we are facing currently. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please, I want to ask the NPP man that all the budget that was suspended to next 2 years, what happens to the interest? Is it also suspended? And if they are out of government, what happens to the one that comes in to pay this numerous debt? That is what you are asking. Freddie from Koforidia says that Bawumia will receive slap if he does not stop making unnecessary promises to Ghanaians. How can you tell us that we can purchase phones on credit and be paying 1 Ghana cedis on monthly basis? Thank you. Please, can you give me Uncle Ebo's number? Uncle Ebo be bisa for one number. DJ Mali, the very last one, and Wayosi says that ex-President Mahama and the NDC party is dreaming of becoming is dreaming of coming to rule Ghana again, then he should wake up from his dream, because Ghanaians will never vote for him to come to power. He's very incompetent in leadership, and that is simplicity. Thank you for a message. Mamembra Musuna Memamu 5 minutes each na afe. No have any but okay. Uncle Bob Mamintio on that na afe yamko.
Quick one. I think it has to be. Also, the
agricultural growth na mekaya ma so will be we are no makaya.
On record that Mr. Lanchamanton as a minister, now sure this policy of automotive development policy.
Okay.
This is FDI, foreign direct investment. Sure policy, no, the government didn't have to borrow money. The government didn't have to do anything. That policy was so good that sure policy within 1.5 years. Now top car manufacturing companies in the world, 5 of them straight started the war, and others follow. It took one policy from Mr. Lanchamanton. It took one policy from him, which is the one district, one factory. Yesterday, something was said, very interesting. And this is why I feel that this government is clueless.
The NPP government
is clueless. Let me tell you why. NAPCO, on their own record, NAPCO also created 100,000 jobs. Right?
Yes.
One district, one factory will create 170,000. Which one is higher? One district, one factory. Now, they spent close to 4 billion on NAPCO. Close to 4 billion. Vice President himself has said it. Close to 4 billion on NAPCO. Do you know why? Because it was Vice President who brought it. It was his policy. One district, one factory, which was brought by Mr. Lanchamanton, they spent 400 million Ghana cedis.
Not even up to 1 billion.
Not even up to 1 billion. That one has created how many jobs? 170,000. Yesterday, the minister mentioned it. NAPCO, look at the money spent. And NAPCO is not permanent jobs. One factory jobs are permanent. So a abundance of good intentions. You want to help the youth in this country. Where do you put your investment? That should tell you that this government is clueless. Even they played politics out to the extent that even when they are creating more unemployment, they didn't care because of internal politics. And that is just by the way. Then 2, George Kessben, also Professor Anamon Mr. Kessben there. If you have intellectuals, more intellectuals in your country, the country develops. Per the economy, per the political system you are practicing, the winner takes all system. How would you make use of your intellectuals? Go and see those who are ministers. Some of them say a serious country, and even chief executives, municipal chief executives, they can become municipal chief executives. But because of the bad system, the winner takes all system, all our talent, the talented Ghanaians are all certain minds, great minds, or money, they are kept at the periphery because the system doesn't allow them in. That is why Mr. Lanchamanton, beyond the Great Transformation Plan, is saying that he's bringing in a government of national unity so that we can tap into all the brightest brains and talent and minds we have in this country. And that is unique. So look at what Mr. Lanchamanton brings to the table. Apart from proposing the restructuring of Ghana's economy through agricultural investments, that is commercial farming, agro parks development, industrialization, industrial parks, tourism, making sure that we stabilize the economy first. That is why in his plan, how, not just what, he doesn't say what, he tells you how are able to fix the interest rate issue, the exchange rate issue, the inflation issue, the taxes. You see, we are getting it all wrong. This government is being too lazy with taxation. Why? They depend more on indirect taxes, which kills businesses. Instead of you to allow the businesses to flourish, expand production, employ more hands, so that people can have money to spend, so that economic activities in the country, you are rather killing the businesses with high indirect taxes. When businesses do well, they employ more hands, more people will pay income tax. The business making more profit will pay corporate tax. That is how economy is sustained. That is how economy is built. But this government is doing the opposite, taxing people more through indirect tax, killing businesses, killing individual initiatives, and that is why this economy is suffering. Last but not the least on this issue.
Now we'll see for Mama.
You see, one issue that is not captured in a budget, we will never see it in any budget, is corruption. Corruption. One of the reasons why this country is bleeding so much is the issue of corruption, Mr. Speaker, and it's not captured in budget. I'm telling you, Mr. Speaker, you see, we are in a country, Obiba politics, man, within 4 years, he owns houses, cars, nobody questions him, the sources of the money. So people now see, that is why people are prepared to kill to get political power. Because when the political power comes out, within 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, why a year? I mean, or cash. And some of these people, some of them want to rent even one room for themselves. That they own houses, they own cars. That is one thing, because no matter how you put in, if there's a leakage, it will go.
Very well.
And that is what is killing
our country.
This economy. Yeah.
But as a judge,
no, me say, I'm say, Meba Alan Martin, so. Oh yeah, MPP ni mapa. He's been cabinet minister. The longest serving cabinet. The longest serving cabinet minister.
I want you to correct that.
This country has ever had from President Kufuor's time. All 7 years in cabinet till almost, in fact, 7.5 and then
which one? Oh no, he left 6 no, 6 years. No, January. No, resigned. So 6 years. He was in government for 6 years.
7 years in cabinet under Kufuor, and this one.
No. It's
about
7 years.
7 years again in cabinet.
Yeah, is that you are a mathematician? Put it on record right.
Don't worry.
He was an ambassador. He was an ambassador before he became minister under Kufuor.
So he was key in the Kufuor administration.
My brother is
and key in the Nanado administration. And two, try a manifesto ni normano. They are sector heads. And he was a sector head. The manifesto drafting. Yours is to bring ideas on the trade and industry sector. And to what they buy, the ideas, MPP and we need power and the cabinet minister, because our idea and back crying the light of day. True of us.
I seem to agree with you.
It is. Who light of day. And you why Juma fantastic. Me try and say the idea absolute 1D1F and then this vehicle fantastic. I was having my gratis before Kufuor even became president.
It was a campaign message.
Yes.
The party used it for campaign message.
Yes,
so Ghanaians also voted for the party because of that message.
Yes.
Because of that promise.
And I other way now, but 20 man no point say, "Sa unim die no, koye ho adwuma mai." And wakoye adwuma.
I didn't tell mama no kwam one.
Maminka be bincho. NAPCO no they compare no two incomparable things. Because NAPCO no a stopgap measure. The Graduate Unemployed Association and
yes, but essentially
Maminka be bincho.
After the stopgap, you would like to offer them permanent jobs.
Mekaba.
And our person
170
must have failed
tear me.
Because that movie is an idea too big.
No, I man platform.
How can
NAPCO for no say no that 1D1F and government direct the investors and government partners subsidizes you. Those are the issues. 400 million wouldn't be idea. We interest payments, and then the government taking half of that. We take facility from Exim Baka. Interest, the cost of the credit, half is taken by government. NAPCO for most of them are transitioning to that 1D1F job opportunities. Most of them. Yes. Hey, Judge is there. Judge. We get the documents. Mami can't tell. Over 100,000, as of I think 2020 or 2021, about 33,000 of them had transited to permanent jobs. Facts. And they are saying 67,000. About 50,000 of them. They're digital.
No, specific.
Yes, digital. No, this one I can Google all these things for you. Don't worry.
Those people there
Yes.
Those people know 1D, 1F.
Yes.
I mean, what?
Oh no, yes. Some have transited. Said 170,000. No, this is how we conform fee coins on a buy.
No.
If you want the napco and a coin. Oh please. When you are talking, I was here. Let me expose the hypocrisy of Alan.
No, you are lying. Bro,
these are facts. Now we're no say napco about me idea fantastic. Alan's idea or the bar table no so within the government. Juma. All things being equal, Ceteris paribus is a day. And Alan achievement no fee say a dozen say a simba o media and also really a primary school easily. Also what done it minimum Alan try election onya 2% on the nyamia.
All right, madam say.
Yeah, about me and the baba can government.
Very well.
Many backman.
The worst thing that has happened. The worst thing that has happened to this country.
Person in MPP, he's coming back.
Mr. Speaker.
Baumia will win the
Madam say 10 after 9. Mami de Mosi.
My last.
Thank you.
We are for Phantom.
Yami Abubakar is a member of Movement for Change and economist. Georgia, you say, is the National Communication Director for NATCO. And then the Honorable Daniel Kwesi Ashama is the former Member of Parliament for Buem constituency, NDC Communication Team member. Gentlemen, thank you for your time. Adam Dom Yanya. You don't be on the street, right? I'm sure I say, you wait for, you've got all you need more. They won't help when it's convenient. Tell you all of this is my fast that be my Eclipse collateral management for an okay one more room. But your Eclipse are boy a year pa. Now, one more 7 minutes we need come out of pay. Say one more property management company. For that reason, but your way property owner, why you crater to a Japanese Fabra na anopay Eclipse for Enfanye Jumana Munti Sika Ewo. They'll pay you commissions on your property document and channel pay for your crater and function them. Fabra, what the Bayer Juma Etio Sika Wahofa. Say open with check when you will be quite the new site about country. And when I will be home one more, I feel open loan. Only collateral, I bet me a boamu agilona. Only Eclipse in Como and pay on the board. For 0266999 9020 0266999 9020 for 0302551877. Now when the Eclipse in Como and pay. I'll pay one more. If I was at Nasi, if we about Champa Prostate Center for Asway, it's 12 minutes after 9. Mame Manache, Name Manakwaba. Over marching?
Yeah, me dear.
Na Empomoboko, dear.
I'm dum Namusue.
Eradi de Mquache, me who nache.
And the crack.
I hold you.
Yamiadum.
Chediam Ponti, Yedase. Mamintio, na Yenin Como Anope, about Tampa for what to say, a Juba what to say.
About Tampa teacher, Obia Tifua, Oma Pemre, Samri, Eshena Omuti, Kessben. But almost Obia Huye. The Chinese said, maybe I check a craddy.
Yes, me who watch.
Nature say, Edmano Cosso because a made to do some rea. Now I'm on for band to me, John Mohona. On my hand, I say about recorded a version. Said there will be any no about Tampa, Edmaya answer a prostitute idea. And when Majuma, Yamam would draw, made a boa man for. And this will be at me because I'm rea. Nature and Becca. Positive asem. Positive idea. You see a honey puppy, especially when you debate say 40 years echo. Idea, maybe who 40 years, and I say, who show with him, say, be a with him, and I say, be new with him. And you know, idea didn't go for you. Now, a couple to tear. When I'm quite be a better in usual channel. About friend prostate gland. Now known as a we are 40 years econo, it to me yakasi.
Okay.
Now yakasia about friend enlarged prostate. And now benign PH na no na ye kase a constitution so bi eba ma wo nipa na wo podi na ye kase no e bi ti se obadwun so pi anajo eba odwun so pi anajo
okay
ana so se uguso odwun so no ana akudu ba bi se juso kan no amon hwan ya ha na odwun so gu hu e wo mu a bedu ba bi se juso ne kan ono jade no anu ama juso kan won hwan ya ha na odwun so gu hu no enu aso be ma bedu ba bi no juso ne kan so ko juso kra na untum juso be jan kwansi ansa na wotumi adwun so enu abema odwun so juso ne be ba se nka ba pressure we chire no be china pressure no wo form boko betu ama odwun so I said obetu odwun so wie no otum se juso ne bi akam ntenche na wo asa ko juso biem ebema odwun so boja enu abema usisi ayoya o mama sam be ko form enu abema atumi adwun so gu hu a wonim se adwun so de junso ne wonti se junso do be hwe na adwun so gu hu na didim sa no abedu be da kro be sore no afi be kasa wo junso be so na junso na den emba biem na no ena yankobo amama hu aduru a sa nsusansu a me ya kan wasem nyina no me de oba ma so ya metumi da boa ama sa tibia na wo mu na den efri ho de ten se abofu ni positive hu aduro a ema etu ase enunti nipa bia wa report to hospital say all positive ya testing ya confirm say all positive no tell me be bia no say positive sra na say echo because edoni ho a ehyenken no say edwodwo no say phone no ema saa tebe na saa gland na akomu no efiri ho na eno ne yankopɔ ama adom ya me hoduru a ehyenken positive na ekesema sansusan so bodin ya no enya wo no
okay
ehyenken no ama sansusan so de efiri ho sansusan so ni firi ho enti so hospital na hospital ya mo tamsilosin anase finasteride say facial positive ya adwodwo relax Moses na wo gland no mu ene ni blood no mu say de be ya odwo so no betumi adwo so say de so odwo so dada no but positive na kofa how no ba ni de egwe ehechira kesia na say ye enti go fa say do am kenya fa besin de obefa sa ko say be de entumi nko be say ku say be so kateta na so kateta ni wi a doctor ni wie wo ko no ho a obere for to nurse the balance 2 weeks you be come here sesa kateta na ma na mo antibiotic na say bia painkiller we didim sa one day obe so no na ai cancers
okay
nkofo ba me chen a
situation
I sa omo ba yemi adum mo duro e chi omo aduani bi omo so mu ndi a be na say by last 2 weeks last 2 weeks papa bi ba no ne ba omo ba me no omo kasa ya mo duro ene da oba ne ba ne frame ka sem say me omo papa ko no mo improvement o ne ko ni doctor say am say I cancer ntino omo dwene hu say de be ya omo dwene ho kwan no me man na duru a me man me chance don ye wada oba sati dem as say sisi anu papa no condition I improved ntino omo jiti say mususu ya nka say ebe eye no sisi ade omo akoma ba fam kakra sa na tie ntino say wotimi nka say me kan positive wasama yese bia pena me say me kan gake me eni bisa pa na me kan no me de bo amanfo a wasati bi enimu me de do ni bo amanfo papa won ya ba me chen yin adu ho dan say do ni de eni saso nti say wotimi nka na say me kasa man gbe say bia wakoba bi wachinchin akome me bebre a wonya mbo ntino mbaka so papa we de onso abe translate nkofo keken ya bi nti me mbua wa ma wa ha ho so won to na mo ampa ma chi akwane say opposite nkwa de wa ha ho bra na me say wo ba wo beto they be am ka say I have no competitors because obi obebia ka chem say maboka pa o ma chinchin minya mboa nti oba na say me boa no me ma na dura ono a tumi ka last papa be friend was say from doctor say what is your succession plan because we manu obi a odo no da chi uni ho obehwe chim sai me ma ho nti o say nkofo tumi ka njase ma babo so na me ho adwiri me nti sa na pese obi aye say wotimi nka to na mo bra na ba me hwew ansa na too late ya me this edona de adome ma ho de major radio so kase ni nani se edona nko da adome am de bo amanfo no nti sa wotimi nka ma bibi nsi ukwan ma mo bi ndadaw to na mo bra na wo ba ho beto eto so mienu me bompa say edidi ma me kan wasem yi de bi ala se me kan wasem mo ba bi se me hwe se minute bi ana se panin bi ni ono ana se ne hu nipa bi ni fe wura ana ne papa na wo fa bi benya sa condition na nka wa ba me nche masa na de na wodi hu adansa chen se na positive se eduro ni ho no obi ohun aduro na nka omu njintum hospitals na nka obi yare obi hospital omu yusu na nka obi omu fama yare for ho nka yen shi obi akadita omamu hada because aduna shi nka positive no monya patient aba me nchen ya positive kakaka omu koswa obaba anytime obi bia no na ne positive identity formal na eko because I could be na fina wejai eduro wejai treatment na ni ho atono papa bi ba me nchen say ka nyo hanam ba ya ka me fu ka ya me gina sama me ba mfa me anko anase me ma mfa me ka anko a me ntumi ntu kwan because me ntumi enka nche daba ode me kwese on gina several times me njun so enso me ba ya o ma duru na say me tu kwan kra me dey me njun so nti sa na me cha so bi asese wo sati bi ni mu a me mfa nginchi ba bia pa me chi akwan wo ba ho beto
okay. Of our no any location.
My number is 0553
0553
800
678
0553 800 678 my so any wo fifi prat last stop yenya no ka so kwan so udu ka so a kasa o penya station uku station kasa o fifi down taxi we taxi na kasa da ba so we so ba tampa we see for more free ho come ba me ho just about 3 minutes we do me ho me sanso wo asoe bi wo Kumase ba so obi won ye Kumase fast number way 0249 another 49 61 66 0249 another 49 61 66 when Kumase ni kwaso and fresh animal my when you talk cradin in classroom fresh animal way 0246 04 34 58 0246 34 34 56 Mrs. Subio 0246 04 34 58 ubia ubun frɛ na mumpa edunechi akwan na boni me de boni pa mesremo se wo ba bia wo nyan test prostitute a test prostitute no na frɛ me se bia wo kwan wa ko test na frɛ me na doni de ubia mbiso se wo prostitute nkwa de oni hawo bia na nye prostitute na your side of fans prostitute nkwa de oni hawo me da mo se
wa me so me da se nya me so no pay
hold you down on this lovely day we'll look up in the mirror and say yes I can.
Oh by your faith. Na temwa way.
Dani mugwala kabo.
Babeda was saying I'm in fast that it be St. Louisa local rice. I don't pay St. Louisa for that Roman pacho. Ghanaian made local rice. A heavy pie. Straight from the fast. I don't pay work at the natural taste of rice. I have a boa pomo de yemfa bibia and fremo. Na ubenya the natural feel of the perfume scented smell. I don't pay SSL St. Louisa local rice. And I would the only thing I said the make a sure that is what we eat. We eat healthy. I know the boy yes. But you St. Louisa one was see what and say and teach you. And the betches on the name I don't try to pay. But we eat and we fried rice. We jollof rice. Vegetable fried rice. And be a way be out the money, be a Charo Pema on Sanka St. Louisa local rice. Now, a beboa we eat and watching open the door to a cotton. Open and no obey your business. Make it a point now and obey my one side into me and St. Louisa local rice. One more room, but your woman Jones to be a Marcoton. Now, for better, I'm going to see the debris. I show bottom bar. So, one more play on 0277 452742 0277452742
yes I can.
And our phrase 056 0546 242343 0546 242343. Now, when in St. Louisa local rising in Command, but your one more La Paz, I just send the air. Speak to them and one more Jones. Bayport Savings and Loans for that rubber. But your one more for fixed deposit investment account any other. I don't pay Bayport for 7 countries. They help you to maximize the benefit on your investment. Now, the taking in the now, and it's Bayport and they want more boy when you see us from Faswapa.
Look up in the mirror.
Obama was Sikano aye na abwa osome na what be obeje ho I don't pay your fixed deposit investment account with Bayport Savings and na woman fa osika Bayport nkwa ana ukoye investment ho wa cho ye ma ho haircut na usika so ye fa nyane esanse one more our system ni more action for more than 23 years in Bayport aye adwuma wo Ghana na one more branches ahodo bi e wa bi brema amaya ahodo pi na no aka no eso na no pay one more some country fa usika na beto bo so me miensa bo so me nsia afe ba ko na one more no beto na say a negotiate interest e beba usika na na etimi aboa wo na no pay across the country baby a will be a borrower e ye Bayport Savings and Loans branch bi na woni wo mo any enkomo say o akra na enkran but wo mo office say wo call e wo kokomlemle ATTC school no enchen wa speak to them wo mo be job so aboa for one more on 0245 153283 0245 153283 and for 0263 007 922 0263 007 922 na woni wo mo ending komo no pay one be job Format Institute of Media Studies for that Roman pay pacho no pesa wo bani nyante tie ani sue mu no kwan ya obefa so obeye nsem ma obe nyina no and it's one Format Institute of Media Studies in Komo and say yes I promise you 70% practical works and then 30% of theory and pay pacho opesa Mupano ebe public becoming a prominent journalist. The place to be at your Format Institute of Media Studies. I'm more south of Aliu Mahama Road, no eso. And open when you're moving companies and say forms so ewa bonte na 100 Ghana cedis. For one more on 0549 655 649 0549 655 649. Na when a format in Komo and pay. Well, look at Mobe Johnson. Na afi. One more I bring the boldness out in you. Abua we you need a Kwame Appiah Kubi. 14 minutes to check out of here. My man and I've been watching. I'm watching.
Yeah, Kwame Jusu.
Nyame
adomara kwa bibia boko. Yes, bibia shi pa. Ya cha Liverpool for so.
Yes,
yeah. Liverpool na.
I don't pay what was it or that's a mama not trend a lot of people.
Liverpool for a chacha mopa. Who may be an no Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. No,
I see.
Or Koyari or Honia, then buy nature or buy and Chenam so Shrenonqua.
Bapi,
no, attack Liverpool in some Dechamepa. I do this.
She's waiting for you until over Sunday.
Okay, to Abanuya.
You will call.
Yeah, Bompa is and second.
You man,
oh, that's a Cobana, and I'll Cobana. Your bareness, and I say, Bejaba Kumasi for Kwame bro. Papa, yeah, in the Becca, where you're before soon.
Yes,
years,
continuous.
Continue 3 a.m. 3:45 a.m. 3:45 a.m. Kwame Yeezy. Eduane kawa no ana woda. Bibia baby ana woda. Kwame Yeezy cry Yeezy. Enyame na aboye ho ban. Emma Kwame ti. Ye be ka ya ji ahome kakra.
And I like that part also to ana woda. Eduane kawa no abeda sisi.
Mubeda sisi ya. But and ye den ina Kwame ye di woma. Ayi.
Sorry.
Kwame.
Nana.
Emra, you read the budget.
Yes, media budget review.
Yes, and the Public Financial Management Act. And the finance minister to go to parliament in the middle of the year.
Yes.
For media budget. Sometimes you find a supplementary budget. You say you could Jessica and you find a supplementary. See, and Jessica there, and that is that. Kwame. Emra so the second time that I've seen Ghana you read the budget outside Mr. Uforiata.
Okay.
In the 7 years of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and I say 7.5 years, because Mr. Uforiata read the budget the first time that we saw that it was Honorable Chairman Sabusu.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember.
Redid the budget on behalf of Mr. Oforiatta.
2022, right?
Yes, 2022. And Honorable Amin Adam. And so Abe Redi back. When now you there, cause Okotna hot chair pansana. Both minority and majority appear our preliminary honor. You there. Kwame.
Yes.
I have read the budget twice. Throughout, and one of the shortest budgets Kwame Yenya.
Yeah.
Epane this supplementary budget. Now, who read the budget no? Now share science Kwame.
Yeah.
Nanado down Kwaku Fuadu when it comes to infrastructure development. Kwame Wayade. Who read the budget ni ye? Now share shortcut in say commission of project.
Yeah.
I don't think say for 8 years. Se papa no ebunu kompo kohwe na chi na so kase me hwe adwuma amaye for 8 years. When it comes to infrastructure development, Kwame, nani muda. He wouldn't be ashamed of it. Road infrastructure, Kwame, almost 12,000 kilometers. It is not a joke. As for that one, Kwame, why are there? But he missed it yesterday. I'm saying that President missed it yesterday because every budget be a Kwame, a president budget.
Yeah.
And your Ghana budget. A president of the state in the budget.
How a person managing a resource.
That's it. And no be a budget. Though the ministry and their agencies will prepare their budget, come up with their initiative and everything. But Obio man penina appointee ubiano. Since I prepare budget now. Or man penny be shame I'll go through biano.
Yeah.
And your man penny the budget. Even if it is your initiative. It's your man penny the budget and then yeah. You see, whether we like it or not, Kwame. Or man penny the political party that they don't see.
Yeah.
And a baby drew near politics. They make what I say. He missed it yesterday. Or man penny missed it yesterday.
And Kwame then.
Kwame. This is the last budget. I call this is a last budget because I know November there will be the final budget for
2025,
which is be the Nana Akufo-Addo, the last budget.
Yeah.
Our the tenure. But 5 months to the election, then you read a supplementary budget. Kwame, he should have done something to woo a certain people and I say Ghanaians. Because the expectation when you read commentaries, when you see watch news features, both radio and television, the Nkofoka na expected. We did not see that.
COVID levy now.
Yes, we did not see that, Kwame.
He levy ne da so. Sanitation levy da so.
Kwame. At the criteria makers are say. The economic indicators here, Kwame team fan election. I'm telling you.
So, but say minister say recover. The economy is recovering.
No, assistants, and what's an America because he's talking about future. Nobody can predict the future. Because we saw it 2022. Say the economy no that time no by the time we reach 2023 and number be recover. But 2023, early 2023, a hit 53 point something inflation. The make what I say. It is predicted here nani. It wenu a big gambling and on my penny akwaye. I call it a big gambling because men scrap pay some of the taxes. Na me nyesi can find yet projects. Na Ghana for what tom. And I say men taxes no find yet those projects no. The make what I say. Na men fa woo and conform fan kotoaba. Which one would they accept? Accept. Back Kwame, can we say we are all these roads? Baby na Kwame. We are roads we na. We just infrastructure we na. Nessa na me koma kole kokoto ade. Na ye 10 cities because the 50 cities Kwame ni pa be to abadi etiawo. What I was expecting and Ado dan Akufo-Addo say ko be ni say Kwame. At least the 22 port charges no. some of the charges ni bi are outmoded. Etwem a computer na eye adwuma. Import and export association. Say import and export association for na good for no. Eno mu ni na eye NDC for. No ma sabotage. I know people who are MP people. They are saying say taxes na wo ho no ebi nya adwuma ba ye eje. Eno ka ho bi e na am ye dollar no de bia busidi no amasidi na ye mre. Take it off for them. Kwame ebetimi ama ade na mekoto no makola no a obi di sabotage ade se o fight as ade no 20 cities enko 30 cities Kwame ebetimi echai.
Okay.
Kwame wotimi fasa economic indicator we enko koto abada. Because November budget na be November no Kwame ye fan to aba. Because
it take effect in January.
Yes, and they say take effect kwa. Oko scrapo ye fe say taxes at that time now obi abeka cho say ayitina abanintia we sad cause suspicion automatically follow you. Remember 2012 when President Kufuor ye cast one fuel so say that
2000
we need money at that time. We needed money at that time. I be infrastructure development, but time abandon course second round. You to abandon on the 7th. A course second round on the 12th. Not President Kufuor Kwateso because you be 28 December. Come Ghana for 1 18 November no is shut down. That's what I'm saying. That this budget is the last budget. Come e-levy. Your candidate is telling you that when I come, I will abolish e-levy. Yes, we need money. At the year normal baby. But committee, February this year, former deputy finance minister, the late John Kuma, there was a programmer near Wealth and Jobs Expo. And on making revelation say 2023 alone, the e-levy gave this country 1.19 billion Ghana cedis. And that money, allocated that fund to use that program. The Ghana Enterprise Agency, National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, which is NIP, to combat unemployment. Kwame, to combat unemployment. But Ghana Statistical Service, after this, Ghana Statistical Service is telling you that unemployment has hit 1 million.
Yeah.
So what is the sense in taking there? Yes,
1.9 million Ghanaians.
Yes, 1.9 million Ghanaians in Yaduma. And based on this, and your candidate is telling you that, remember, I abolish e-levy. So what are you taking the e-levy for? When can't you do politics for some time, Kwame?
What's your minister? I think there was your per se economy in recover. And you know, by 2025, they're not near much to turn a claim. I mean, so we e-levy is so free one, and what it means is that there will be revenue shortfalls. A buying target of revenue, what project on your idea will be to me.
That's what I'm saying. That finance minister be a bad point, Kwame. Finance minister, your job, your core job is to go and look for money. I buy budget, I buy sikasem, I buy projects. Execute. And I'm saying that it is not only taxes in Kwana Kwame. That's it.
But we are close. Capital markets now closing down on us. Eurobond.
Then we don't have finance ministers. That Kwame, we don't have finance ministers.
Because your debt restructuring
That Kwame, we don't have. I'm not already budget now.
Yes.
Debt is a restructuring. And someone can there's a hope. About making a fair saying cash is baby, strikes baby.
So one negotiating.
Yes, Kwame. When we take COVID for example, everybody is talking about the COVID levy.
Yeah.
Abroche for omoba, omo kofa normal ba. Everybody is talking about it. And the World Health Organization, will say the COVID is over. Last year to November, May last year. World Health Organization Director Activity for Facebook, they are issued document out. Be a member state be affiliated to World Health Organization. You know, say COVID is over. But almost say Obi Anshen who's ye. Kwame, you bet me a scrap the COVID levy. Nessa dachi, Yadia de Banner be a claim will be a one. You bet me Sadiaba and say, hey, Kwame.
Now they say what the Bank of Ghana and so deba. What we know?
Dabi.
Ending of this month, oh ye Ghana ni, oh abrochiri, oh ye Ghana ni, oh te Ghana ha, what be a dollar account commercial bonds ni nyina egu no. Nti obi an obetimi anya foreign currency account. What it means is that businessmen na ye business no a omo keep foreign account, currency account. Omo ntimi nye saa de ni bi. And Crawford Shashia, one start your bufu gidi.
I said, be on person arrested dollar. No?
Exactly.
That's the strategy.
Exactly.
But come is no more in the year 2022. And yet 5 months to the election, 2025 election, 2024. Kwame. Ask me, Kwame. Your candidate is telling you to obey flat rate. Our port, Kwame.
Exactly.
Now, so couldn't we have done something I bet you closer to that flat rate to open the box of hope for Dr. Baumia and your political party? Kwame, he missed it.
Very well.
Yesterday, Omar Penny missed it. But I'm praying for them because, sir,